I was at this game today, so naturally, Jays lose 12-6. In the final game of a 3-game set to open the season. This one's going to be pretty short because I think a lot of this game you can just kind of throw in the bin, so we'll get right into it pretty quickly. Also because I had several large beers at the game, so I'm not exactly at my tippy top. Boy, showing up at noon at the Steam Whistle Beer Garden and then rolling right into a ball game is a great way to spend a day. But it was a lot more fun in previous seasons when I didn't have to go home and then record and edit a video. Oh, boo-hoo, Dave, you made some problems for yourself. You're supposed to be talking about the game. And you know what? Fair enough. Let's get to it. This one started off very promisingly for the Blue Jays. Hyunjin Ryu getting his first start of the season, absolutely cruised through the first inning with no issues whatsoever, and then the Blue Jays decided to let off some fireworks early. George Springer with what I hope will be the first of many lead-off home runs. There's our George Springer, nice to see you, buddy. Very quickly, it is 1-0 Blue Jays, and they're just getting started. A couple of hits from Teo and Lourdes. Matt Chapman comes up looking for his first hit as a Blue Jay, and yeah, he got it. An absolutely titanic blast to center field. Like, he crushed this thing. A 3-run jack to put the Blue Jays up 4-0 in the first inning, and yeah, the party is ready to pop off at the Skydome. And by the way, it's Skydome forever. I will never call it the Rogers Center in this channel, and Rogers can just deal with it. An unpopular opinion, I know. Texas gets one back in the second inning when Nick Solak managed to hit one off Ryu. But the Jays get that one right back themselves in the second inning when Danny Jansen hits yet another home run. Now, I was sitting in the fifth deck, like in the fourth row, right behind the left field foul line. So from my perspective, it looked like a pop fly that was going nowhere. So I said to the people I was with, that's a pop fly going nowhere. I don't know what everyone's so excited about. And then it went over the wall, and I looked like an idiot. Danny Jansen, on the other hand, looks like an excellent hitter right now. From the catcher's spot, that is an absolute gift. I hope he can keep it going. Him hitting would be like really fancy icing on an already delicious offensive cake. Yeah, I've had better metaphors. Did I mention I'd had a few beers at the game? Anyway, we get to the third inning and the party just keeps on rolling because Vlad Guerrero Jr. looks around and realizes, hey, I don't have a home run yet. What? So he fixes that problem with an absolute laser beam to dead center. When I saw it, it looked like it was still going up when it hit the stands. I know it didn't, but boy, oh boy, he crushed that thing. I've been talking a lot about his RBI singles to right field, and I will continue to do that. But every once in a while when he gets a hold of one, oh, he is a wonder to behold. I love having this guy on my team. Going into the top of the fourth inning, the party is on, Jays are winning 6-1. And then it all went wrong somehow. Ryu, who had been absolutely cruising, suddenly completely loses his command. Now, it should also be pointed out that he did get squeezed a bit by that strike zone. That was not the best strike zone I've ever seen. And that was me from the 500 level, I could tell that. And looking at some of the after-game footage afterwards, yeah, that's not a very good strike zone. But I don't really think that was the cause of the trouble. I think the issue is Ryu just kind of lost his command. Walk, double, single, 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 and it's 6-4, and Ryu's day is done. And now we come to the crux of the game because Charlie chooses Julian Merriweather to replace Hyunjin Ryu. Now, I can see the logic there. If you're going to take two pitchers on the Blue Jays staff that are the most different from each other, you might end up with Hyunjin Ryu and Julian Merriweather. Merriweather's coming in with a big right-handed power arm coming right at you, trying to blow you away at 100. That did not happen. Brad Miller, who has had a very strong start to the season, crushes a double, driving in a couple more runs. Then Corey Seager does Corey Seager things, singling Miller home. Merriweather does get a couple of strikeouts to end the inning, but what had started as a 6-1 lead is now a 7-6 deficit. Yikes. Yeah, the party atmosphere in the Dome evaporated pretty quick, I'd say. And from there, the Rangers just continue to pile on. A few nickel and dime hits strung together, a few solo home runs. Nick Solak had 2 home runs in this game. If you bet on that one, congratulations, you probably made some money today. Brad Miller hit a home run. That guy just low-key torched us in this series. And the Blue Jays just never really got anything going. And the 5th inning might have been the most emblematic of the Blue Jays' offensive problems for the rest of the afternoon. Both struck out, then Vlad worked a very impressive walk, and then Teo and Lourdes both struck out in pretty rapid succession. And as the players were leaving the field, Vlad just kind of stood on first base for a while. Like, seriously, I don't think he left to go back to the dugout. I think someone came out and brought him his glove. It's like he was just standing on the bag thinking, I guess that's it then. Nothing else really to talk about in this one other than for all the praise that I was heaping on the bullpen in the first 2 games, they didn't come out looking very good in this one. Merriweather we already talked about, but Stripling came in, he gave up a couple of runs. David Phelps made his first appearance of the season, and I'm quite high on him, but he gave up a couple of runs. Like hard-hit home runs, like he was not fooling anybody. Taylor Saucedo made another appearance, joy of joys. And Trent Thornton closed out the game in the ninth. And for all the chirping at them I've been doing in this first series, those are the guys who did not give up runs. They still didn't look good. Let's be clear. They didn't look very good. They didn't give up runs, but they didn't look good. You're going to need some innings out of those guys. Those are not your big inning, first guy you tap on the shoulder guys, but you are going to need some innings out of them. Merriweather in particular, when he's going well, when he's right, he has the potential to be an excellent high leverage reliever for this team. And he looked pretty good in game one, but he looked pretty bad in this one. And that's kind of been the story of his career. When he's not hurt, he's been up and down. Hopefully we get some clarity in the next couple of weeks about what we really have in Julian Merriweather. Hopefully we don't have to blow too many leads to find out. Phelps will get it right. He's a veteran. He'll shake it off. He'll be fine. Same with Stripling. He'll shake it off. He'll do a lot of bulk innings, so I'm not too worried about how he looks at any given time. And hopefully this is just more evidence that the Saucedo and Thornton experiences need to wrap it up now. I honestly just don't think it's doing Saucedo any good to have him up here, either in mop-up situations or high-leverage situations that he's just not equipped to handle. He's just getting roughed up. He's only on the roster because Ryan Borucki got hurt right at the end of camp. Now, it looks like Borucki might be ready to go pretty soon. So when that happens, Saucedo's going back down to Buffalo where he belongs. Trent Thornton, man, I don't know. DFA, I don't know why he's on the roster. Just let's move on. Anyway, a kind of a dispiriting end to this series. I think we had a pretty good shot and some pretty good momentum to sweep this thing, and being up 6-1 with a chance to sweep the opening series and then ending up losing in such a disappointing fashion, that was a little hard to take. Especially because I was there. Come on, guys, give me a show! But shake this one off, throw most of the film in the bin. You don't really need to worry about it too much because we got bigger fish to fry. The Jays immediately get on a plane and head to the Bronx for a 4-game series with the New York Yankees starting tomorrow. I mean, it's Game 4 of the season, so you can't really say it's a must-win, but it starts to feel like it pretty quick, doesn't it? Alek Manoah getting his first start of the season, and he loves pitching in New York, so you know it's going to be a good one. We're jacked up for that. One last note, trying to end things on a positive note here, you know what I'm saying? Number 1 Blue Jays prospect Gabriel Moreno just broke camp and is now officially heading to AAA Buffalo. I really think it's a strong possibility that at some point late in the season, maybe as a September call, we're going to see this kid in the big leagues this year. He might contribute to this team this year, and that's an exciting proposition, and it's starting to happen, so put that in your brain hole. Yeah, brain hole. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like and subscribe. You know the jazz. And I will see you tomorrow in New York, New York, a town so nice they named it twice. Man, why don't we have slogans like that? All we have is like Drake. You know what? I'll workshop it. I'm thinking Yes-Finol. All right, that's enough. See you tomorrow.